Hello everyone. This video contains details about an alleged sexual assault. So just giving you a trigger warning ahead of time. So two women came forward and said that Matt Brown violently raped them. Now, if you don't know, Matt Brown is from the show called Alaskan Bush People, which comes on the Discovery Channel. I think they started in like 2014, but they were on YouTube before that promoting their dad's book. There's like old school videos of them, like each kid promoting their dad's book on YouTube. Anyways, so Matt was a huge character of this show. I mean, if you go to their sites and their social media sites, there is all these people who are obsessed with Matt. Matt is a huge character in this show. He has one of the biggest fan bases of all the brothers. So, Alaskan Bush People, why Matt Brown has been accused of rape. Now, he is not just accused by rape by any old person off the street. These are two women who worked for the Brown family that are accusing him of rape, and within days apart. This story is very, very unsettling, very scary. And it seems like media has kind of swept it under the rug. And get this, for anybody who is thinking that, oh, well, they're probably just after money, they probably didn't file charges and this and that, let me tell you, they spoke to the son. The two women alleged that Alaskan Bush People, Matt Brown, raped them just a few days apart. They also allege he was drinking heavily at the time, which is never an excuse. Okay, both women reported the alleged crime to Los Angeles Police Department's Topanga Division. Okay. Then, Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office received the cases. The women proceeded to tell the Sun that the DA decided not to prosecute Matt Brown for his alleged crimes. Woman 1, Jessica Jurges. Jessica Jurges was once a personal assistant of Matt Brown's family. She recalled Matt raping her in a swimming pool on July 8, 2018 in Canoga Park, Los Angeles. Jessica says she tried to fight him off but was not successful. Her quote, "I was disgusted. I said everything nasty I could to him to get him off of me, and it wasn't happening. He kept saying, 'Take your glasses off.' I was just thinking, I'm dying," she recalled to the Sun. During the alleged assault, there were times where Jessica believed she was going to drown because she wasn't a good swimmer. And she says that she was very afraid of water and that he kind of persuaded her to get in the pool, to relax or whatever. And that's where he pretty much, she says he persuaded her to get into the pool. And that's where, she felt like everything started at, basically. Jessica Jurges added that Matt's alleged second victim now, who saved her from the situation, her name was Shelby Dawn. She was Matt's manager at the time. Thank God she was there. She ripped him off. At some point, his back was towards her, and she grabbed him, one hand underneath his shoulder and one hand in his hair. I still couldn't get out. There was a stupid ladder that wasn't attached, one of those half ladders, so every time I would try to climb off it, he would pull me right back in the water. I could have died. I could have drowned. Jessica continued to recall, after the attack, we got out of the pool and we're just reprimanding him, saying, "Matt, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't you ever do that to anybody. You'll go to prison. Do you understand?" Matt just apologizes and cries. Woman 2, Shelby Dawn. Shelby Dawn alleges that just 3 days later, Matt Brown raped her at the same location. Because of a hip replacement, she wasn't able to fight him off, and she alleges that Matt knew about it. He knew that I had a hip replacement, and he knew that my legs aren't as strong as the rest of my body, and that's how it happened. He was out of his mind drunk. After it happened, he told me that I raped him. That's how drunk he was, she recalls to the outlet. Shelly also says that the Lyft driver that came to pick her up, that Matt was so drunk that he was telling the Lyft driver that she had raped him. It would be interesting to get a quote or a statement from that Lyft driver, for her case. Jessica Jurges also revealed that she did tell several of Matt's family members what happened, and the Sun reported the alleged text messages. So Jessica is saying that she texted Gabriel and Bear, and supposedly, now the Sun is saying that they seen these text messages, and they put them in here. I'm going to read them, but I haven't seen anywhere where Gabriel or Bear are denying that they texted her this stuff, which makes me think it's true, that these women are telling the truth. So Bear allegedly texted, "I tried to warn you. If I knew he was that bad, though, I'd have killed him. I'm so sorry. I mean this with all of my heart. Stay away from Matt," is what Gabe said. Now, there is a whole nother section of this that I'm going to read. So, according to the outlet, the Discovery Channel did confirm that they were approached a few years ago with the disturbing allegations. "We agreed the local authorities should be contacted immediately. Due to the nature of the accusations, we felt that all cooperation would be most appropriately handled by law enforcement." It was not. People magazine also tried reaching out to Matt Brown directly for a statement about the allegations, but he has yet to respond. So why do you think the women are just now coming forward about the alleged rape? And why do you think the DA decided not to prosecute? Share your thoughts in the comments. Here's one comment. Tricia Faulkner has been a freelance writer for a decade, with the Focus News reporting on the last 3 years. I don't know what, that wasn't about. Another comment. "I have stopped watching your show since Matt left. Matt is everything." Next comment. "Matt liked one of my comments on Instagram. I stopped breathing." Next comment. "I think these two are honestly just after money, especially because the one girl is homeless or was homeless." And I can't read that part. But anyways, this person was cussing a lot. Anyways, says that basically they don't believe the stories and they think they're after money. But I will say the Sun News did report that neither one got paid for these interviews. Now, here's what I'm saying. This is what makes me think that it actually happened. It's the text messages. Okay? There are text messages from Gabe and Bear that really tell a horrible, yucky, I don't know, it just kind of makes me feel like this happened. Because Bear says, "I tried to warn you!" ! That was a serious text. Then Bear says, that he would have killed him had he had known. And she even says, she alleges that she tried to tell Matt that she was in love with Bear to get Matt off of her, and it wouldn't work. She says that Matt kept telling her, "Just let me stick it. Just let me stick it." And she said that she was just like, "Let me go." Now, both women describe Matt Brown as a monster. Let's see. Let's get back to this part. I'm sorry I'm so unorganized. I tried to be better today. During the alleged assault... Okay, we read that part. And the two women came forward. Okay, troubling news for Alaskan Bush People fans. Matt Brown has been accused of violently raping multiple women back in 2018. As Alaskan Bush People fans know, Matt Brown has struggled with addiction for years. Why they feel the need to do that? He's accused of rape, but let's tell everybody that he struggled with addiction for years. I struggled with addiction for years, and I didn't rape nobody. This man has had better rehab than I ever have. He's had like the really nice, and that's another thing that Jessica talks about. And Shelby, they talk about how he's been to the nicest rehabs. It's like he just gets a slap on the hand and he goes to a really nice facility. He gets out, does it again. And there are so many people who deal with drug and alcohol, substance abuse every day who aren't doing these things. So we can't sit here and allow him to have that excuse. Especially if he did do it 3 days apart. And I'm telling you, for Bear and Gabe to have sent those text messages, it makes me really think that they're telling the truth. Now, they're saying that these women are just about the money. Okay, well, where's the money and where's the court date? Where's the money that they got paid? Show me that, because I haven't seen that. I've looked for it, but I have not seen where they've been paid for anything. What are your guys' thoughts on it? This says the year 2018 was also the year that he returned to rehab for his addiction that he first sought treatment for in the spring of 2016. I think the fact that the police department knows that these two women are really close with the family and the family is supporting them, that should be enough, right? They're both witnesses. Where's the Lyft driver? You know? Well, we're going to do another video on this shortly when I get this other site pulled up. What are your thoughts? What do you think the truth is? What do you think should be done? Do you think celebrities get away with a lot of stuff because they have such authority, such a big fan base, and victims are so afraid to come forward because of their fan base, because of the stands? And it's like the law does give them a slap on the hand because they are a celebrity, or they get sent to some nice facility for 30 days.